Alright guys, I got this set up. I got the lid off the 17-gallon tote that I'm going to be using for my primary. I just started drilling the holes on my bucket. I got me a couple of Lowe's buckets. Took the handle off this. I drilled about, I don't know, probably about 100 holes here. And I still got to drill some on the sides. I usually drill some here on the bottom all the way around. And this will actually just set underneath here. I'm gonna cut a lip out right in this area here, this way across. It'll be an outfall in case this thing gets too full because the filter floss getting backed up. It'll actually pour out this way. Let me put this back in here so you can take a look at how it is gonna set in here. It'll actually, oops, sorry about that. This will set, let me turn the light on, just like this in here. And there is plenty of room in here for it. All 4 pipes will fall into that. And like I said, I'll have a cutout here in the front all the way across. That way if it does back up, because this is higher than this here, but it's still, if it does overflow, it's going to flow over into this container. But I want the overflow to be before this level, so I want it to be up here about 1.5 inches lower. So the fallout will come down forward where the bulkheads will be at on this end. And the bottom is going to be full of lava rock, probably about 3 inches at least at the bottom, and all the way around this blue 5-gallon can. And the bottom of the 5-gallon can will have about 4 inches, 5 inches, probably about 5 inches of lava rock at the bottom. And then there's going to be a mesh screen. Let me show you a piece of that stuff. Get it at Lowe's. I think it's more of a light deflector for these light panels. It's kind of this stuff here, and I'll cut it out to fit the bottom in there, and it'll rest on top of the lava rock. And then I can put my sponge filters on top of this, and then I'll probably add another one. I'll probably put about 5 layers of sponge. They're usually about an inch thick, and that'll give me about 4 or 5 inches of sponge. And then I'll put another piece of this, and I'll put filter floss on top to polish the water instead of socks coming out. I was thinking of maybe putting socks in these, but no, I'm going to just do the way I've done all my other ones. And from there it'll go to the other one over here on this side, and there'll be some there. I'll have probably some filter socks coming off of the 2-inch lines coming off of here, and then probably some more sponge, and then the pump itself on that side, and then it'll go back, it'll discharge back into the tank, and it'll just be a continuous cycle. So alright guys, let's keep doing. I'm going to drill some more holes. Alright, just finishing up all the holes I'm going to probably use on the bottom. Like I said, drill a bunch of holes, and then up along the sides I drill some holes up only about maybe 3 inches up. And most of all the lava rock will be sitting on the bottom, probably up to that white line, and then there'll be a piece of that light deflector material, whatever that is, a little grating will be about that area. And then from there, lava rock from here down, and then from here to, I would say at least here, is going to be to right here. From here to here, it's going to be nothing but sponges inside. And then from there up is going to be enough room for another piece of this material that I'll cut in a circle to lay in there, and then I can put filter floss on top of that. And then all these will drip into there. At least 2 of them for sure. The ones that are going to be your full siphon, and the other ones are open channels, so I'm not sure those will be dripping out all the time, but I know the full siphons will, so those are going to be probably my 2 middle ones. Alrighty guys, stay with us and we'll keep going. Alright guys, I got this thing set up now. I got the pipes cut. I got the front lip cut out. I put a little grating at the bottom, kind of lift it up off the bottom a little bit. So this is basically all I usually do. like I said, I'll fill it up with about 3 inches, at least 3 inches of lava rock down there at the bottom, maybe 4 inches, and then put about 4 or 5 inches of sponge, and then one section of filter floss that will be coming in and out. That'll be something I'll be cleaning about once a week. Take it out and replace it. And then all this front area here will be full of lava rock all the way around. This, actually, I'll put lava rock all the way around it to secure it so it won't move around on me. But that's about it. That way it overflows inside this container. There's no way it can actually overflow, period. So there's only so much water that can be drained out of here, because the bulkheads will alleviate that, because once the pump sucks so much water, it'll bring it to a dead stop, because there won't be no more water. That it'll actually draw itself empty up to about maybe 3/4 of the way. So you can only maybe pump an extra 10 gallons out of the system, and you'll have plenty of space up in here. Alrighty, guys, we'll keep going, and for now I'm gonna have to wait to do any really further work, because I'm gonna wait till Saturday. Maybe I'll get lucky tomorrow. Maybe the pump will come in. I can start doing the discharge from the pump back into the tank. So what I'm gonna probably do today, I've got some rocks that a friend has a bunch of rocks, big rocks. So mostly they're really just big limestone rocks, and he let me have about 7 or 8 of them. So I've got them soaking in a really big bath of salt. I'll put about 6 pounds of salt in there, and I'll let them sit for about 5 or 6 hours in there and stir them up, clean them off real good, and then I'll go ahead and probably introduce them into this tank. Make sure that there's no little bugs and stuff in that. That salt will really cook them out of there. Alrighty, guys, everything's coming along good, so we'll just move along, and I'll keep y'all posted. Thank you, guys. Alright, I went ahead and added a little bit of the lid to the front side just for sound dampener maybe, but just, I don't know, just to make it look a little better. So alright, more than likely this is about all I'm going to be able to do to this section here. That way, I couldn't put this up against here because I need to allow room at least 1.5 inches for overflow, for it to overflow and fall in. I don't want it to be falling on the lid, so this will allow it to kind of gently trickle over the side of it. The filter floss gets all backed up. So other than that, that's about it for this box. The only thing I need left is I'm waiting on my bulkheads. I had ordered some extra bulkheads, some 2-inch and 1.25 inch, so I'm going to see which ones I can use better. So more than likely I'm going to have to probably either put 2-inch bulkheads or 2 bulkheads, and then maybe 1 for a backup, like either 1.25 inches. So other than that, that's about it. So we'll keep y'all updated. So this is Danny with Danny Aquatics. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day, guys. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all on the next video. Take care. Bye.